Hello everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue along with Matt Fry from the Philadelphia section of the PGA of America. And today, Matt, we're taking a look at the recently held Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. For want of a better description, it's the granddaddy of them all when it comes to tournaments sponsored by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
Yes, it is. This is our 24th edition of the tournament, and it has one of the biggest checks in the country for a PGA section. We had 136 players, and there's a lot of pressure on the line.
Now, the event was not held last year here at Sunnybrook because of the pandemic, and 2 years ago, George Forster won it all. Took them a little bit of time, though, almost 2 days of competition because they had a 7-hole playoff.
It did. It was unprecedented. We have a lot of great players this year, and they're playing really well, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another playoff today.
How about that? We're at Sunnybrook. All 24 editions of this event have been here. It's a perfect setting. We got great weather, and as Matt said, we have 136 pros from the Philadelphia section of the PGA vying for that winner's check of $100,000. No other section has an event like this across America.
That's correct. It's a very unique event, and we're proud to have it.
All right, we'll be back. Matt and I getting ready to tee it off here today at beautiful Sunnybrook under picture-perfect conditions. It's the 24th edition of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic, and it's a special edition of Inside Golf. The Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic is brought to you in part by the Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by the Philadelphia PGA section, the experts in the game and business of golf, celebrating their 100th year. Take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals. And by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com.
There's always a storm. Out there, somewhere, unseen, waiting, inevitable. What's your forecast? The Haverford Trust Company.
You don't have to go away to get away. Go and explore. Find the small businesses that make where you live a community. When you dine, choose homemade. On a free weekend, discover the great outdoors. And if it's brewed here, enjoy it with friends. Support small for an experience you won't find anywhere else. Make it local, make it Main Street, make it Montco.
And we welcome you back to scenic Sunnybrook for coverage of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic, a special edition of Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue along with Matt Fry of the Philadelphia section. 1954 it all began here at Sunnybrook. Pretty big name in golf course architecture too was involved.
Yes, the Gordons, and it's a beautiful golf course, a lot of fun for the members.
All right, let's pick up the action here on hole number 7. This is a previous winner, Matt, Andrew Turner.
Correct. Andrew, when he won here, he was an assistant at Sunnybrook, so he has a lot of local knowledge here. On number 7, he's going to try to play it off this slope, but he might have hit a little too far. Andrew
left with a birdie putt opportunity here. If he drops it in, he'd go to 2 under par.
That was a great putt by Andrew. He's feeling it.
In the same pairing with Andrew from Overbrook, assistant pro there, Trevor Bentzel.
Yeah, Trevor's had a very good couple of years with the Philadelphia section, and he's going to play this a little bit off the slope, but I think he hit a little too far.
Yeah, uphill a little bit, so he can go at it.
That's going to be disappointing for him on this par 5. Mike Moses from Concord Country Club here on 15. And look at this shot. Oh, holds it for a birdie.
He started on the back 9 as he was even coming to the par 3 15th.
Anytime you can make one of those, it's a bonus.
Another previous winner, Billy Stewart.
Correct, out of Union League Liberty Hill. Just slides by.
So he'll get back to even par.
Stu Ingram from M Golf Range, one of our very well-known playing competitors here today.
A veteran of this event and a lot of other events in the Philadelphia section. Is that just curled around the back of the hole?
Yeah, these greens are devilish. Here's John Pillar from Country Club of Woodlock Springs on number 7. He's trying to get to 2 under. He's going to have an uphill birdie putt.
Makes, and he goes to 2 under par. He's pretty pleased with that effort. Here's Noah Firestone. Noah plays out of Galloway National Golf Club. This is at number 7, chipping for eagle on the par 5.
I just checked up on him a little bit, but that's a good lead. He'll have an uphill putt for birdie. Just lips. That was a good putt, just misread by a touch.
He'll remain at even par.
Brian Kelly from Bucknell Golf Club coming into number 7 here.
He's 1 over at this point in the round.
That's a great shot, and he's using that slope to get closer to the hole.
Here's Mike Little from Lookaway.
This is a tough bunker shot here, Harry, but he did it pretty well. He'll use that slope again, and he'll have a manageable birdie putt coming up.
Trying to get to even par on his round.
Just slips by. These are tough greens.
All right, we go to the 9th hole, the approach shot of the par 4 from Joey Pole of Bluebell Country Club.
Yeah, coming out of the rough, it's going to be hard to control the spin, but look at this, hits the flagstick.
That's one way to control it.
It is. He'll have a birdie putt, but it's coming down the hill, it's going to be slick.
That's slick.
The margin of error here is minuscule.
All right, a chance now to catch up with 2 of our hosts from Haverford Trust. The Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic has been going on for almost a quarter of a century, and the reason I know that is because my 2 guests here, Benny Whittlesbach and Joe McLaughlin, have seen every shot over the past 24 years. Benny's the president, Joe, chairman, CEO. That's a long time.
It is a long time, and it's so much fun and super exciting.
Oh, absolutely. And the more it goes on, the more exciting it gets, Joe. A couple of years ago, now we didn't have the event last year here at Sunnybrook due to COVID. 2 years ago, it took 2 days to complete the tournament because George Forster beat out 6 other competitors, a 7-golfer playoff to win the top prize.
And he kept on hitting that 4 hybrid. He hit it about 168 yards 7 times and came in. Old guys rule.
Old guys.
Did a rule.
You're not that old, Joe.
He really did a great job, though. You know,
But
we're proud of him.
yeah, what it was is that he was not the long hitter. And every one of those other pros outdrove him 7 times. And 7 times he kept his head down and got it to the green.
It's sort of like the old tortoise and the hare
Absolutely.
story, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's an opportunity for the players, their wives, and their children to come and for them to spend time together because they really don't have an opportunity to spend this time together. And it's really nice to see, Dad coming off and children running up and giving them a big hug.
Absolutely. And a lot of appreciation, I think, has to go, Joe, to the turnout of the members here at Sunnybrook. Every year it seems that the porch gets a little more crowded.
Well, it's a great club. The course conditions are always probably the best in the section. The players like playing it. We like coming out and doing it. And I would add to Benny that, Haverford, we like athletics, we like competition, and we like to play golf. And it starts with George Cannell, who is our founder, and he founded this tournament. And it's our way of saying thank you to the sectional pros and to the administrative staff of the section for what they do in giving us a lot of joy during the summertime.
Well, and thank you to Haverford for everything you guys have done, as I said, for almost a quarter of a century. You're going to last another 25 years, Joe?
I hope so. And what I want to say is thank you to you and your team and Inside Golf for the so many years that you guys have been here supporting this event and, just raising the prominence of the event in the greater Philadelphia region. We really appreciate it.
Well, as long as you keep the drama and excitement going, we're going to show up. Thank you. Stay with us. We'll have more coverage of the 2021 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. The morning wave continues when we return to Sunnybrook Golf Club. Welcome back to this special edition of Inside Golf, coverage of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic at Sunnybrook. Aerial shot, Matt Fry, at the par 3 15th hole.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little par 3 up the hill. There's some bunkers, deep bunkers fronting the green, and a very devilish pin location today.
Well protected is that number 15. This is Jordan Shuey out of West Shore Country Club.
Currently 1 under. He's trying to make birdie and to get to even par. That's a great putt.
Sinks that putt on number 15 to get back to even par. Kevin Rossi is the assistant at Lookaway Golf Club in Buckingham.
So this is for actually a bogey, but he does a good job to save that bogey, not make a double.
Now on to number 7, the par 5 7th hole here at Sunnybrook. This is Bill Kendall from Ledge Rock.
Bill Kendall has this birdie putt to try to get to 2 under and makes it.
So he goes to 2 under par. He started on the front 9 today. Dave McNabb, previous winner of this event. Dave, longtime head professional at Applebrook Golf Club.
And this is another one of those long greenside bunker shots, tough to get the distance correct, but he did an excellent job there. Can't do much better than that.
If anybody can do it, Dave McNabb is the guy. Sinks a short birdie putt to go back to 1 over for his round. Also at number 7, Ashley Greer, assistant at Overbrook Golf Club.
Ashley won our inaugural Philadelphia Women's PGA Professional Championship this year, but unfortunately misses that putt here at the Haverford.
We stay at number 7. This is Rusty Harbold from Philadelphia Cricket. Rusty was one of the finalists in that 7-hole playoff 2 years ago, but lost to George Forster.
That's going to be another slippery putt coming down the hill.
And this birdie putt just slides by.
Yeah, you're not going to see a lot of putts made from up there today.
Taps it in to remain even. Eric Figueroa at number 7. He's out of McCall Golf and Country Club. He's playing with Rusty.
This is a par putt for him. And look at where he's aiming for this short little par putt. Just taps it. That's a good putt. Good nerves on that man.
Eric Figueroa with that putt for 5 on number 7. Making the turn on 18. Here's Rich Steinmetz out of Springford Country Club.
And this is an excellent shot. It's going to roll by a little bit, but coming from that front greenside bunker and that slope working away from him, that's very good. Nice putt, Rich.
Making the turn at number 18 is Billy Stewart. He's out of Liberty Hill, former winner of this event, Matt.
He is, yeah, and it looks like he's going to try to use some of that slope to come back towards the hole, but it gets caught up in the collar there. That's going to be very fast coming down that hill.
Let's see what Billy can do to handle this downhill slippery putt on the 18th.
You can see how lightly he touched that, and it's still going to roll past the hole a little bit.
He'll tap that in and to remain at 1 under par. John Pillar out of the Country Club at Woodlock Springs up in the Poconos.
Making his turn at 9 from the fairway here. Well, that's just going to get caught up in the collar too. That's going to be tricky. He might not be able to putt that.
No, he's going to have to chip it, I think.
Look at the hands on John. What great touch there. Should be able to tap that in to remain at 1 under.
Here's Brian Kelly. He's out of Bucknell Golf Club with a approach shot on number 9.
Yeah, what he really wants to do is leave the ball below the hole, and he did. He can be aggressive on that putt coming back up the hill.
So he'll have that uphill putt at number 9. He's playing with Mike Little, and Mike's taking a ride with his daughter coming up to the green.
Yeah, this is one of those spectator events. And here is his approach on number 9.
It's going to be a little left of the pin, but pin high.
Yes, that's pretty good distance control for Mike. He'll have a good birdie putt coming up.
Back to Brian Kelly, birdie attempt.
See how much this slopes. good effort, but he'll remain even par.
So Brian Kelly misses that birdie attempt, but Mike Little has a chance.
He can be aggressive on this, but it is going to slope quite a bit from left to right. And it just misses, just slides by. He'll remain where he was.
At 1 under par. Looks like Dave McNabb has found his tee shot under a tree on the left side of the fairway.
Yeah, this is not easy, but tell you what, looks like he pulled it off really well.
Good punch out. Gets it onto the green.
He'll have a birdie attempt.
That birdie attempt coming up here from Dave McNabb out of Applebrook.
This is going to slope quite a bit as well to his right. Just comes up a little short.
And he'll remain at +1 as he gets ready to take on his back nine here at Sunnybrook. Billy Stewart has made it to the 5th hole, par 3. He's at 2 under par.
You can see he's chipping from off the green. He left it well short. That's a very tough hole location, right on top of that ridge. He's got a long par attempt here.
Trying to stay at 2 under par is Billy.
That was a great clutch putt by Billy.
Making the turn on number 18 out of Marion Golf Club is Brandon Kuzmic with a birdie putt to get him to 2 under par, and that would be a share of the lead.
Look at that. That was a great putt. Curls it in, just enough speed. Great putt, Brandon.
Hole number 9 is where Rich Steinmetz from Springford is right now. He's one of the first groups to go out, finishing up his round at the 9th hole, and look at that.
Almost holes it there, and he'll have a legitimate birdie putt coming up. That might be the closest we've seen today.
Trying to get the 1 under par is Rich, and he does. But he's still 1 stroke off the early leaders here in the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. So stay with us. We'll follow more of our morning groups as they finish when we come back to Sunnybrook and the 24th edition of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality, a chance to be part of a team, a career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
Everyone is looking for something. Consistency. Quality. Peace of mind. Found. The Haverford Trust Company.
Welcome back to Inside Golf's special coverage of the 2021 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Harry Donahue along with Matt Fry of the Philadelphia section. And Matt, there's a look at our 2019 champion, George Forster.
Yeah, he's coming up on 18, finishing his round. Doesn't have the best round going today, but he's quite the competitor. Good shot there.
George puts it in there about 12, 13 feet, par at 18, and ended his round at 6 over for the day.
And Mike Moses is coming up number 9, finishing his round for his 18th hole of the day. He's share of the lead at 2 under.
And that approach shot lands to the left of the hole. What a good look, little uphill putt there.
Yeah, that'll allow him to be aggressive coming up the hill. Let's see if he makes it.
Mike out of Concord Country Club, little short.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy leaving it short on such an easy putt.
So he'll tap in, he'll remain still at 2 under and in the lead. Billy Stewart is next, assistant at Union League Liberty Hill, finishing up on number 9.
Yeah, he's coming out of the fairway, so it's going to be tough to control the spin. As you can see, came up a little bit past the hole, but it's going to filter back a little.
This just needs to be nudged toward the hill and let gravity take it the rest of the way, and unfortunately, picks up a little speed and didn't break as Billy thought it would.
Yeah, that just looked like a simple misread there, Harry.
So he'll have that little tap in, and he'll share the lead at 2 under par. This is Trevor Bentzel from Overbrook at 18.
He's also in a share of the lead at 2 under, but he's coming out of that left bunker. Let's see how he does with it.
And he kind of pulls it out of that bunker, Matt, on his second shot, so he'll have a lengthy birdie putt. Paired with him, Andrew Turner, former winner, playing out of Berkshire Country Club.
Yeah, this is his last hole of the day as well, but he left that one a little short. You'll be able to see on his scorecard that he had an all right day.
Trying to get the 2 under par. Meanwhile, Bentzel's long putt for birdie. This would get him to 3 under.
Yeah, he's going to be a little disappointed he left that short. The greens are so fast here today.
About a 3-footer to mop up. Ooh.
Yeah, that wasn't his best. He's got to pay attention. Oh.
Talk about paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah, he just let his mind go on those last 2, unfortunately.
So he loses a share of the lead and pretty much puts his way out of contention. Noah Firestone, Galloway National, 2 under.
Coming out of the rough, that's a good shot there. He'll have an uphill putt for birdie.
Yeah, about a 12, 13-footer, dead uphill. Birdie attempt to get him to 3 under par.
A lot of these guys are just having trouble getting the speed and the break down.
So Noah will tap in, and he'll finish sharing the lead at 2 under.
It's a good scorecard there for Noah. Good day.
Michael Little is next. Michael is finishing up on the 18th hole.
Yeah, he's dead center. He's such a good player. He wants to finish strong here with a birdie.
And like a lot of his competitors, leaves it a little left to the hole, and he's had right now a lengthy putt for birdie.
Brian Kelly coming out of the right greenside bunker. This is pretty much dead, as you can see. It's all straight downhill from there.
Boy, look at that thing just run out.
Yeah, he's gonna have a tough par putt here.
Michael Little now has a chance to go to 3 under par with this birdie putt.
Yeah, it's slow coming up that hill. He did a pretty good job, just misses.
Tap in to stay at 2 under and a share of the lead. Back to Brian Kelly. He's got a lengthy par putt.
Yeah, this is one he's going to also have to hit hard to have any chance of making it.
Trying to stay at 2 under with a share of the lead. It just goes by on that left side, and he will fall out of the lead and end his round at 1 under.
And this is Brandon Kuzmic from Marion Golf Club. He had just bogeyed 17, and this was for par, so he's going to fall out of the lead there at the end of his round to finish it even.
In the lead from the morning group, the group that includes Noah Firestone, Michael Little, Mike Moses, Billy Stewart, all of them at 2 under par. And the question is, will that 2 under score hold up? And welcome back to our special edition of Inside Golf coverage of the 24th Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Along with Matt Fry of the Philadelphia section, I'm Harry Donahue. All right, the morning wave is in the books. And at the end, we had 4 players tied at 2 under par. Your thoughts as we get ready for the afternoon wave?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of good golf this morning, but we have a lot of good golfers going off in the afternoon wave, and they know what number they need to shoot to tie or do better. So I would expect to see a lot of aggressive play today.
We'll find out. 136 players are in the field as this afternoon wave of the annual Haverford Philadelphia PGA section gets ready to tee off. Starting on the back 9, Brian Bergstahl. He's at 1 under par coming here to number 15.
Yes, this is his 6th hole. He's hoping to take advantage of this shorter par 3 and does a good job on his tee shot. He'll have a birdie putt, try to get to 2 under.
Little left of the pin, and a birdie putt coming up here for Bergstahl.
As you can see, there's a lot of slope. It's getting closer, but I think he had a little too much pace on that.
And as we've seen, a lot of rollout on some of these missed putts.
Here's Brennan Post from the University of Delaware on the same 15th hole.
And this has gone right at it.
Yeah, that's a
Woo.
great shot.
What a shot by Brendan Post.
That's probably the closest we've seen here today.
He'll have this birdie putt to get even. in his opening 9, and he makes. From Bitterman, Zach Oakley. He's at 2 under par. And then here's his tee shot on the par 3 15th.
Yeah, he's had a really good year here, Harry. He's leading the scoring average trophy right now, and that gets hung up there on the collar or the rough there on 15.
I'm sure Zach would like to have that one taken over.
Yeah, this is going to be really quick, really
Gotta
quick.
watch it, and it just rolls on by. This to save par for Zach Oakley.
Well, he gave it a valiant effort, but he's not going to be happy with a 3-putt there.
And he'll go to 1 under par on the bogey. Back to Bergstahl. 2 under par right now, making his turn on number 18.
He's also from a fairway bunker. That's an excellent shot from there. Let's see if he can use the slope to come back. That gets hung up again.
And he'll be above the hole, top of the green on number 18, his 9th hole.
Look how fast this is, Harry. Woo.
Wow.
That's
About
not a gimme.
4.5 feet coming back. This to remain at 2 under.
Curls it in. He's happy now.
Meanwhile, Patrick Butkus from Tavistock in South Jersey making the turn on number 18. He's at 2 under.
Yeah, if he can make a birdie here, he'll be solo lead. That's going to be tricky, though. Let's see if it should come back a little off that slope.
Needs to get a level putt.
And here it is for birdie. Makes it.
And he moves right to the top of the leaderboard at 3 under par. Zach Oakley making the turn at the 18th hole, his 9th. He's at 2 under par, Matt.
He is, and he's in perfect position here on 18. Pounded his drive down the middle. See if he can use that slope, and he did. He's the first one to pull this one off today.
Wow, look at that. Still edging away from the hole a little bit, but he's pin high.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to worry about that downhill putt.
Correct. He might have about 5-6 feet here for birdie. It's a
And
tie.
Zach's in there with the birdie and a share of the lead early at 3 under par. This is Braden Shattuck from Bitterman.
Yeah, one of Zach Oakley's co-workers here. They've both had very good years playing.
This is on the 9th hole as he finishes up his front 9.
Yeah, he hit that hard coming from the rough to get that much spin on it.
Nice recovery to stay below the hole, and now the birdie putt for him to go to 2 under.
Oh, just misses.
Tap in for the par for Braden Shattuck. Alex Knoll, our good friend from Glenbrook Golf Club, having a good round at 2 under par, making the turn at number 18.
Yeah, and you know what? That's not the easiest chip, but he did pretty well there. Has an uphill par putt.
And needs to make it to stay at 2 under.
And he does. Good putt, Alex.
It was a good up and down. Brett Walker, no stranger, assistant pro here at the host club, Sunnybrook.
Yeah, Brett's just coming off his win at the 100th Philadelphia PGA Professional Championship. He knows these greens, he knows the reeds, and he's got a whole clan out here following him around.
They'd love him to make this putt to go to 1 under par.
Absolutely. It's coming uphill, he's got to hit it. Didn't hit it quite firm enough there, Harry. He's not going to be happy with that.
Paired with Brett is Tom Michaels from Berkshire. Long putt, and he makes.
Yeah, that was aggressive coming in there. He'll be happy with that to finish at 2 over par.
He holds par and remains at 2 over. Here's Walker able to sink his putt, and he's even after his first 9 holes. There's the trophy presented to our winner along with that $100,000 check. And there's George Kendall, founder of Haverford Trust, member here at Sunnybrook. He always plays around with his daughter Benny. And George loves to see the competitors battling for that top prize of $100,000. All right, we'll be back. Our special edition of Inside Golf coverage of the annual Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic continues from Sunnybrook in just a moment.
You don't have to go away to get away. Go and explore. Find the small businesses that make where you live a community. When you dine, choose homemade. On a free weekend, discover the great outdoors. And if it's brewed here, enjoy it with friends. Support small for an experience you won't find anywhere else. Make it local, make it Main Street, make it Modco.
There's always a storm. Out there, somewhere, unseen, waiting, inevitable. What's your forecast? The Haverford Trust Company.
And welcome back. Our coverage of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic at Sunnybrook continues in a special edition of Inside Golf. This is Brian Bergstahl at 2 under par, and he's at hole number 2, which is actually his 11th hole, Matt.
It is. He's got a pretty good chance here to make that and go to 3 under. See if he can hold a putt.
Birdie putt.
Just slides by.
Yeah.
However, we know that on the next hole, he made an eagle to go into solo lead at 4 under. This is
Nice
Pat
little
Butkus.
recovery. Pat Butkus at 3 under. Looks to go to 4, but he'll have to stay at 3 under par on hole number 2.
And this is Zach Oakley, his approach on number 2 from the rough, and all things considered, that's pretty good.
He's at 3 under par now, and will stay there.
Just misses another one by millimeters.
Patrick Butkus now on the par 3 5th hole, needing this to a whole par and stay at 2 under.
Yeah, you can see how difficult of a putt this is, Harry. Straight downhill, a lot of break, but all in all, pretty good.
He'll tap it in. At number 5, the par 3, this is Zach Oakley at 4 under par.
It's tough to get close to this hole location, Harry, and all in all, not too bad.
Little below the pin for the birdie putt.
He's going to have to navigate that ridge coming up the hill. It's not the easiest putt in the world, but let's see what he has here.
Taking time, and will send it on its way.
Looking really good. Oh, right on the edge.
Stops on the lip. Now he's got some time, right?
He does.
Wait to see what happens.
He has a reasonable amount of time to get up to the hole, and after he approaches the hole, he has had 10 seconds here. He's waiting for it. It must be really on the edge here.
So
Pointing at it.
He's on the clock.
And drops it for
It paid
birdie.
off.
5 under. Good for Zach.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Dave Fields is with him.
Do what you want to do. You got good pics of that?
Zach Oakley.
I hope you got that.
We did get that, Dave. We did get that.
From the Country Club of York, playing in his first Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. This is Parks Price.
Yeah, on 15, another that par 3 we've seen a few times today, and a pretty good shot.
Yeah, he birdied the 14th to get to 2 under par. So now he's got a chance to get it to 3 under.
Check out where he's aiming. It's going to break a considerable amount, and it's going to be quick. We saw Zach Oakley 3-putt from a similar spot.
Parks Price.
Out
With
of
the
nowhere.
exclamation point to
Yes.
get it to 3 under par.
Let's see if he can keep this going.
Zach Oakley has dropped to 4 under now. He's in a bunker on number 7.
Yeah, this is a par 5, so he still has a chance to pick up that bogey.
He's got himself about an 8-footer for birdie.
Zach is a pretty deliberate putter. Let's see if he can make this.
Just by on the right side and a tap in to stay at 4 under par. And we'll follow Zach to the par 3 8th hole, which is next.
Yeah, this is a beautiful little par 3 coming down the hill. There's a penalty area that fronts the left side of the green.
Lands on the green, but watch out.
Yeah, it didn't roll down that hill into the penalty area, but he's got a legitimate chance at birdie here from off the green.
Looks like he's using his putter from that fringe.
I think that's a wise choice, especially with these greens.
Got a little jump start. and leaves it short.
He's had a few missed putts today. Let's hope he can make a few coming in.
So he'll tap that in, and Zach Oakley will remain at 4 under par. Well, it looks like we're in for another exciting finish in the 2021 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic at Sunnybrook. Stay with us to see how it all turns out.
Everyone is looking for something. Consistency. Quality. Peace of mind. Found. The Haverford Trust Company.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality. A chance to be part of a team. A career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
Welcome back to our special edition of Inside Golf and coverage of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic along with Matt Fry of the Philadelphia section of PGA. I'm Harry Donahue as we pick up Brett Walker. He's wrapping things up, coming down the stretch at 3 under par right now. Matt trying to get into a tie for the lead.
Yeah, Harry, he had a little bit of a mental mistake. I think the adrenaline got to him. He hit up on the top level of this par 5 green. Tough putt. And can't really tell from this angle, but this is well short. He's got a tough par putt coming up.
This is number 16 at Sunnybrook.
Look how lightly he touched that and makes it.
Wow, big par-saving putt for Brett Walker.
Very popular here. He's got members and family out following him around.
So he stays at 3 under par. Let's follow him over to the par 3 17th hole. Another chance at a birdie putt.
Yes, this is, he can be aggressive on this putt. It's coming up the hill, and he is. Whew,
just goes
misses.
by about 8 inches. And a tap in to stay at 3 under par for Brett Walker. Parks Price with birdies on 15 and 16 is now at 4 under, and he's tied for the lead coming to the finishing hole, number 18.
He is. If he can make a birdie here, post a number, it's going to make it really difficult for Brett Walker to tie him.
So Parks here with a lengthy birdie putt.
Trying to post a clubhouse lead at 5 under.
Just won't get there.
Just a little short, but tied for the lead at 4. Not a bad spot to be.
So Parks Price in his first time as a competitor at the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic has the clubhouse lead at 4 under par.
Pretty good round, and he has not seen this course before, so even more impressive.
Native of North Carolina. Here's Zach Oakley, tee shot on the 9th.
This is his last hole of the day. And this looks like it's going a little bit to the right.
Watch those trees.
Oh yeah, that could be tricky. We'll see where it lands.
He's at 4 under par, tied for the lead, trying to punch it out and stay in that tie.
He actually didn't have as much tree trouble as it appeared. Was able to get some loft on it.
Yeah, he'll be in good position to try to take the lead with a birdie putt from about 12 feet.
Let's see if he can make one of these putts like he did on 5.
This for the lead.
This could be big. Oh, just misses. Yeah, it's a tough finish for Zach. I mean, if you look at his scorecard, he had a really good round, but he missed several putts that could have made a big difference today.
Finishes 4 under, tied with Parks Price. Back on 18 fairway at even par is Braden Shattuck finishing up his round.
Yeah, and that's a great shot, playing the slope like he's played here before. Good
Just
chance.
about pin high and about 7 feet away for birdie.
Yeah, very good chance here.
And he bakes. And we'll finish up 1 under par for Braden Shattuck. Dave Padgett out of White Marsh Valley Country Club finishing up his round on 18.
Yeah, at one point he was 3 under for the round. He's now dropped to 2 under, and unfortunately he just missed this birdie putt.
So he'll make the putt for par, and Dave Padgett will finish his day at 2 under. Here's Patrick Buckus. He's dropped back to even for the day, and his birdie putt here comes up short.
Yeah, not the finish he wanted, but still a good day on Sunnybrook.
All right, here's Brian Bergstahl. He needs this to go to 4 under par and tied for the lead.
Yeah, unfortunately, Harry, he just didn't read that correctly or hit it hard enough. Bad combo.
Little 3-footer for par.
Makes it.
So he'll stay 1 back, finishing his round and his day at 3 under par.
Yeah, it could have been what could have been.
Brett Walker trying to get it to 4 under par.
Yeah, he's got a full crowd here behind 18. Everybody rooting him on.
Well, it's going to be a lengthy birdie putt as it stops about 18 feet away.
Yeah, it just had a little too much spin on it, but here we go.
Can he get to 4?
Yes! Listen to that crowd here.
The drama for Brett Walker, the fist pump. And it looks like he's going to be headed to a playoff.
It sure does. What a finish for Mr. Walker there, and a good couple of weeks.
And the members here at Sunnybrook certainly enjoying it. Wow. Pressure putt for Brett Walker.
That was fantastic. Could not miss it, and drained it.
So it'll be another playoff, Matt. Second straight time here at the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. 3-way playoff this time. Brett Walker, Parks Price, and Zach Oakley. They'll be teeing off for that playoff in a moment as our coverage continues on this special edition of Inside Golf. Welcome back to Sunnybrook. It's playoff time as we look at the 18th hole here at Sunnybrook. It's an uphill 410-yard hole, and it has been the site of a lot of drama, not just this year, but in previous years. And here we go again, Matt, as we talked about in our opening today, another playoff.
You're right, a lot of excitement and a lot of pressure for these 3 gentlemen.
And this is
Parks Price
from the Country Club of York. He gets the honors to tee off first on the 18th.
Pretty
Lands
good
it
drive
perfectly
there.
in the fairway. It'll be an uphill shot to this 410-yard green.
Here's Zach Oakley. Looks like another good drive right down the middle, piping it.
Zach with a little power fade there out of Bitterman. And our third contestant in this playoff, the assistant at Sunnybrook, that's Brett Walker with a tee shot, and he's bombed it down the left side.
He likes it too. What a great drive.
He's the longest hitter so far on this tee shot at number 18. First to hit will be Parks Price.
Yeah, Parks would love to apply some pressure here, but it looks like it's going a little bit left.
Yeah, a lot of players today have done that. They've pulled that approach shot, and he's got close to 30 feet.
Yeah, and that's not going to be an easy putt.
Well, let's see if Zach Oakley can get a little tighter than Parks Price.
Yeah, it's sure starting on a good line right towards the middle of the green. Pretty good.
Not real tight, but closer.
No, and it's straighter putt too.
And the final member of the playoff threesome, Brett Walker, trying to get it tight. And it looks like he has done just that.
It sure does, and he controlled the spin a lot better this time around.
First to go, about a 30-footer for birdie for Parks Price.
And this is not easy. He's quick and speedy. Wow!
Read it perfectly.
Way to apply the pressure.
Zach Oakley will be next. He's got about a half the distance.
They have to make this to continue the playoff.
20-footer for Zach Oakley.
Comes up a little short.
He hit it about 19.
He had several of those today.
Well, Brett Walker's had some magic already today on this 18th.
Let's see if he can do it again in front of his home crowd.
To extend the playoff.
Oh. Parks Price, your Haverford champion.
That's our champion out of North Carolina and the Country Club of York, Parks Price is the $100,000 winner. Wow. A lot of drama again to finish up. There's George Cannell. He loves it when this happens. And we'll be back to talk to our winner of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic here at Sunnybrook. That would be Parks Price. We'll talk to Parks when we come back.
There's always a storm. Out there, somewhere, unseen, waiting, inevitable. What's your forecast? The Haverford Trust Company.
Golf is the great equalizer. For many, this journey is an escape from reality. A chance to be part of a team. A career opportunity. PGA Reach impacts lives through golf by lifting people up, giving them hope, and sending them down an alternate path that they never saw coming. With PGA Reach Philadelphia, as in life and in golf, the most important shot you take is the next one.
This is amazing.
Winner this year, $100,000, Parks Price. It was easy, wasn't it?
No, no.
Tell us about, now you've been in playoffs before. You won a playoff a couple of years ago. But tell us about that tee shot. Any nerves setting up?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The nerves are always there. You know, it's fun. You know, this is the most fun that I can possibly have on a golf course. So it's, you know, just you have to step up and hit a shot, and I was able to do that. So
How far out were you on your approach?
I think it was around 155. I really can't remember. I've you know, forgotten about that already.
All right. You won't forget the putt,
No,
though.
I won't forget the putt. The putt.
Well, you know, sometimes when you putt first, there's an advantage. Sometimes, though, if you're inside somebody, you get an extra read. So you just stepped up to the plate and banged it in there, right? I mean, what you have, about 20 feet, maybe?
Maybe 25 feet, yeah. I had the same putt in regulation, so it was nice to, you know, do it all over again. I knew if I just hit it, it would hold the line, and was able to do that.
Did you have a lot of experience here at Sunnybrook? How many times have you played in the Haverford?
This is actually my first time seeing the golf course. Being new to this section 3 years ago, I wasn't eligible in the first year that I was here, and then with COVID last year, it being postponed, just wasn't able to play in the event. But yeah, it's good maiden voyage at Sunnybrook for sure.
Wow, you know, this has been around for 24 years. So you come in here, bang, in the jar. That's pretty special.
Some
beginner's luck or whatever, huh?
Some days are better than others.
Right. And what are you going to do with $100,000?
Well, I've got a wedding to pay for next April, so we'll see what happens, how much I can keep after that. So
okay, congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So the fiance will have something to say about it, maybe.
I think she's texting me right now, actually.
What about the folks back at the Country Club of York?
I can't wait to get back and see them all. There's such a good membership there. They're really good to me, and you know, I love going to work every day, working for that group of people, and just wouldn't have it any other way.
Was that the biggest putt you made in your professional career?
Hands down, yes. Yeah.
And speaking of hands, let me get my hand on this. $100,000. Price, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, the sun is setting on another dramatic, and I mean dramatic, Haverford PGA Classic. Jeff Cerret, Executive Director of the Phillies section. How do you write these scripts?
Harry, you know what? We spend hours and hours writing all this up. We prep all the players, right? This is how it's going to go down, and they execute. That's what they do. You know, that's what good coaches do. Their players execute for them.
Wow, another playoff, of course, not quite the seven-man playoff that we had a couple of years ago, won by George Forster. But how about this? Price Parks, the winner. This was the first time he played Sunnybrook.
Yeah.
First time he's been in the Haverford PGA Classic.
Yeah.
And he wins the whole thing. Pretty spectacular.
Yeah, Parks is a steady player. He's been a steady player ever since he came into the section, so it's not really surprising to see him, you know, turning around. I mean, Sunnybrook's one of those places where you probably want to go around it once or twice to get comfortable with it, but he figured it out today. You know, Brett made it super exciting, you know, making birdie on his last hole to get into the playoff, and Zach played great today. So and then for Parks to drop a 30-footer on the first playoff hole, it's pretty special.
It's great to see George Cannell out here again. 24 years in a row. The man is special, not only in Philadelphia, really around the country, but what he does for local section golf.
It's really one of a kind event, as you look across all 41 sections, that other sections don't get this opportunity, and we can't thank Mr. Cannell and the folks at Haverford Trust enough. 24 years is amazing. This kind of opportunity just doesn't come along. So, once again, a big thanks to Mr. Cannell, everyone at Haverford, everyone at Sunnybrook, and of course, our partners in Inside Golf.
We appreciate it. Jeff, well done. Like I said to Price, I don't know what he's going to do for an encore. I'm not even going to ask you what you're going to do for an encore because I don't think you know.
I'm going to sleep. Time to go to bed.
Hey, that's going to do it for our special edition again of the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic right here at Sunnybrook. Our thanks to Jeff Cerret and his crew at the section. Our thanks to everybody here at Sunnybrook. What a special day. The weather could not have been finer. And nothing could be finer than a kid from Carolina by the name of Parks Price, who comes here for the first time and goes home with a trophy and a check for $100,000. I'm Harry Donahue. Thanks for joining us. I don't know what's going to happen next year, but I hope I get to see it. This has been a special presentation of Inside Golf, and as always, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. We'll see you next year for more drama. Thanks for joining us. The Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic is brought to you in part by the Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by the Philadelphia PGA Section, the experts in the game and business of golf, celebrating their 100th year. Take time to thank your local men and women PGA professionals. And by Destination Montco Golf. 50 courses, over 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com.